we start geography second lesson. Already last week also we discussed geography second lesson, that is inside our earth. Okay, so geography second lesson inside our earth. In that lesson, last session we discussed about layer of earth. Okay, so layer of earth last session itself we discussed. I think so you all are listened that video and you answer that question which are be given. Okay, just we are going to recall that, then we are moving to next topic. So in layer of earth we discussed about 3 layers. So the first layer, the topmost layer is crust, and the second layer is mantle, and the third layer is core. So each layer and its type or bottom minerals present in that layer, everything we discussed in last session. Okay, so today's session we are going to discuss about rocks and its type.
Image, I explain the layer of earth. So the first layer is crust and mantle, outer core and inner core, and also we gave the explanation about a crust, mantle and a core. Clear?
Yeah. So today we are going to discuss about rocks and minerals and different types of rocks. So two topics we are going to be discussed today. So before we are going to discuss, you should know what is mineral. What are mineral? Minerals are natural inorganic substance found in the earth crust. Okay, so whenever we drink water, we are taking fruits or vegetables or rice, what are the things we are taking? In that we have some minerals. Okay, so that are naturally made by in our earth. So that are not called as inorganic substance. The minerals are called inorganic substance. So rocks, we comes to rocks. Rocks, often we can see some stones in ground, or whenever we are going to some tourist place, we have see some big size of rocks and everything. So in that time, whether you think or not, how it may form. So that alone we are going to discuss. So here I gave the definition of rocks. So any natural mass of mineral matters that makes up the earth crust is called as rocks. Okay, any natural mass of minerals matter that makes up the earth crust is called as rocks. So we can classify rocks according to its color and size and texture. So each place, suppose we are in hill station like Himalayan mountain range, in that place that rock are different because of that geographical reason. Okay, so each geographical reason, the color of rock and the size of rock and the texture of rock, everything will change. So now we are going to discuss about different types of rocks. We have 3 different types of rock. First one is igneous rocks, and second one is sedimentary rocks, and third one is metamorphic rocks. Okay, so 3 different types of rock. So what do you mean by igneous rocks? It is the word derived from Latin word. Okay, this word is, all 3 words is derived from Latin word. So the meaning of igneous rock is fire. Okay, so and then sedimentary rock, this also came from Latin word. What is the meaning of sedimentary? Means settle down. Okay, so the meaning of sedimentary is settle down. And metamorphic, this also came from the same Latin language, change of form. Okay, change from one form to another form is called as metamorphic rocks. So now we are going to discuss each rock in elaborate manner. Okay, so first is igneous rocks, I said. So igneous rocks, how it is formed means, the next lesson we are going to discuss about volcano and movement of earth. Maybe in your lower class also you studied about volcano. So volcano is present in our earth crust. Okay, suppose this is the earth, means this is called as crust, and the second layer is mantle. So for various reasons, sometimes the volcano mountain will erupt. Okay, so the time of erupt, here we have the magma is present. Okay, the molten magma is present in the top layer of mantle. So the time of volcano erupt, the magma will come out from the earth surface. Okay, so suppose this is the magma, means it will come out the earth surface when this magma, okay, here we have magma. So this magma, the time of volcano eruption, it come out from the earth surface. When it come out, that magma is called as lava. So, okay, so when that fire, okay, magma means like a fire. Okay, when that fire and that magma present inside the earth, in the mantle region, that time it is called as a magma. When it come out from the earth surface, okay, due to the volcano eruption, it is called as lava. Okay, so when the lava comes, when the magma come out the earth surface, it cool down and solidify. Okay, that lava cool down and solidify. Okay, so that time we can get igneous rocks. Clear? So when the volcano erupt, that time the magma come out the earth surface, and then that lava cool down and we can get igneous rocks. The igneous rocks are in two types. Okay, we have two types of igneous rocks. What are the two types of igneous rocks means? One is intrusive igneous rocks. Intrusive igneous rocks. And second is extrusive igneous rocks. First is intrusive igneous rocks. Second is extrusive igneous rocks. Now we will discuss each separately. Okay. So intrusive igneous rocks. Intrusive means inside. See, the time of volcano eruption, it is not compulsory the magma wants to come out the earth surface. Sometimes the magma will not come out the earth surface and it settle down the inside earth itself. Okay, the magma sometimes not come out the earth surface and it settle down the inside the earth surface itself. Okay, so the time of settling inside the earth, it will not cool down immediately. Okay, suppose take example, we have boiled the egg. Okay, when we boil the egg, suppose we are taking the egg from the boiled vessel, we have started to remove the shell, that inside part somewhat juicy content. Okay, so suppose after cool down only the juicy part will be solidified. Okay, like that, that magma which is present the inside the surface of earth, it take long time for cooling down. Okay, so inside intrusive igneous rock, it settle down inside the earth itself and it take long time for cooling down. Okay, so it not cool down immediately. Okay, so in that time we will get, after long period of time, the magma will cool down. In that time we will get some rocks. That example of that rocks is granite. We are using in nowadays in flooring or houses. No, that granite we are getting like that rocks alone. Okay, so extrusive igneous rock. Let's move extrusive igneous rock. I said before itself, the time of volcano eruption, the magma come out the earth surface. It is called as lava. Okay, so when the magma come out the earth surface, okay, from the earth surface, it settle down, it's cool down immediately. It's a quick cooling down. Okay, it's cool down very quick manner. Okay, so that time we will get some rocks. See, compared to intrusive igneous rocks, this extrusive igneous rock is not hard. Okay, that solid part is not hard, somewhat soft content. That rock somewhat in soft content compared to igneous rock. We have in our India, we have the Deccan Plateau. Okay, you know very well, from the Madhya Pradesh to up to Tamil Nadu, it expand. The Deccan Plateau region fully we have this like extensive igneous rocks alone present. Clear? So you clear how the intensive igneous rocks are formed and extensive igneous are formed? Clear? No? So just once again I will repeat. So the time of volcano eruption, the magma suppose come out the earth's surface and it cool down immediately means you can get extensive igneous rocks. The same time the magma will not come out the surface, you can get intensive igneous rocks. Clear?
So with the help of this image, you can understand about igneous rocks and the formation of igneous rocks and the type of igneous rock like intensive igneous rocks and extensive igneous rocks and the presence of magma inside the earth and the surface of earth.
Yeah, now second type of rock, it's sedimentary rocks. Okay, so how the sedimentary rocks are formed means, already we discussed igneous rocks, the way of forming of formation of igneous rocks we discussed. Okay, that igneous rocks will broke down for various reasons, for weathering and various reasons. What do you mean by weathering means? Due to air, due to flowing of water, the rocks will broke down into small fragments or small pieces. Okay, so that small pieces will settle down. That small pieces are called as sediments. That small pieces will settle down one place. Okay, so it settle down by layer. Okay, like that settlements only called as sedimentary rocks. Here I will give some definition. When the rocks roll down and crack and hit each other. Okay, the time of heavy wind time, we can see that wind carry over some small stones along with the wind. Okay, so that carrying materials will hit the mountain range or will hit any places and it settle down a particular place. Okay, so in that settlements is called as a fragment, otherwise it called as small particles. So that small fragment and small particles are called as sediments. Okay, so this sediment transport and deposit by wind, water and moving ice. Suppose you are seeing the river water, the time of flowing river water, it carrying lot of small stones. Okay, and then in that small stones and some other materials like some plant, some animals, small animals, remains, everything carry over by the water. Okay, that water will deposit the lower part of the where it flowing in the lower places. That water, that remaining parts will deposit. So at the time of deposit, the layer will create. Okay, maybe in that layer sometimes some animals like suppose sea animals like fish or other sea animals, everything will deposit in that layer. Okay, so in that place you can get some fossils. Okay, nowadays we are using what is this? Petrol, diesel and coal, everything no. So these things will get from this rocks alone. So that fossils like human, suppose the time of earthquake happen means human beings, the buildings, everything will go inside the earth and due to the pressure of earth, after long time it will convert as a petroleum, diesel or coal like that. So from this fossils only we will get these things. So where we can get these things means in the second layer of the second type of rocks belt alone. Okay, so in sedimentary rock alone you can get coal, petroleum, these things, these things. Okay, so next third type of rock is metamorphic rock. Okay, so when sedimentary rocks are formed due to a high pressure, okay, due to high pressure and heat, these sedimentary rock converted into metamorphic rock. Okay, so due to sometimes the igneous rocks also directly converted into metamorphic rocks due to the high pressure and heat. You know very well it is not possible to go inside the earth. Why? Because the core I said before, it's a area. Okay, so here where we can see this sedimentary rock means maximum in the sea belt. Okay, ocean or sea belt alone we can see the sedimentary rock. The pressure of the water. Okay, the pressure. Suppose this is the sea means here we have the sedimentary rock. Due to the water pressure and due to the heat of the earth, the sedimentary rock automatically converted into a metamorphic rock. Clear? Clear? So how this rock cycle works means first we can have the igneous rock, the magma converted into lava. That lava cooled down, we can get igneous rocks, and the igneous rocks will break down into small grains, that sediments settle down layer by layer. So within that settlement we can get the sedimentary rock. So due to the pressure and heat, the sedimentary rock will convert into metamorphic rock. This is only called as rock cycle. Clear, dears?
With the help of this picture, you can understand how can the sedimentary rock is formed. As the sedimentary rocks are deposited, they form horizontal layers. Scientists know that the layer on top and the fossils in the top layer are younger than the fossils in the lower layer, right? So in these fossils alone we can get coal, petroleum, like that things. So with the help of this image, you can understand the formation of metamorphic rock. So metamorphic rocks are formed by the effort of heat and pressure on existing rocks. So this can greatly affect the hardness, texture and layer patterns on the rocks. So due to the pressure and heat, we can get the metamorphic rock. With the help of this picture, you can understand about the rock cycle. So the volcano converted into during time of volcano eruption, the volcano converted into igneous rocks. That igneous rocks again converted into sedimentary rock, and the sedimentary rock converted due to pressure and heat of metamorphic rock. Again the metamorphic rock also changed into magma. This is called as rock cycle.
We are going to conclude the lesson. What we have discussed this lesson inside our earth means first topic we discuss about a layer of earth. So in layer of earth, what we have discussed? Yes. So we discuss about crust and mantle. Third one. Yeah. Third one is core. So about mantle, what is the depth of mantle? 35 kilometer is depth of continental mantle. Depth of continental crust, and what is the depth of oceanic crust is 5 kilometer. So oceanic crust depth is 5 kilometer and continental crust is 35 kilometer. And then what is the depth of mantle? 2900 kilometer. So depth of mantle is 2900 kilometer. We have two different types of mantle discussed, right? One is upper mantle, second is lower mantle. So two types of mantle we discussed. And then core. So in core also we have two type of core. One is outer core and second is inner core, right? What is the depth of core? Yes, 3500 kilometers. So the depth of core is 3500 kilometers. So what mineral present more in crust, particularly in continental crust? Yes, silica plus aluminum. So that's why the continental crust is called as Sial. Yeah, last previous section we discussed, right? So then silica and aluminum is present more in continental crust. That's why the continental crust is called as Sial. What mineral present more in oceanic crust is silica plus magnesium. Silica and magnesium is present lot in oceanic crust. That's why the oceanic crust is called as sigma. What are the minerals present in mantle? Both silica, alumina, magnesium. All these three minerals are present more in mantle. So what are the minerals present in core? Knife. Why it is called as knife? The minerals of nickel and ferrous is present lot in core. That's why core also called as knife. What is the another name of knife? Yes, another name of ferrous is iron. Another name of ferrous is iron. So next, today what we discuss means types of rocks. So three different types of rocks we discuss today. And last we discuss about rock cycle. What are the three different types of rock discussed means? Igneous rocks, sedimentary rocks and metamorphic rocks. Here I am going to draw the rock cycle. It is very important and it helps to understand the concept clearly. So how the igneous rocks is formed means, suppose this is the volcano mountain, the time of volcano eruption, when the molten magma come out and reach and solidify, cool down in the earth's surface, we can get igneous rocks. So when the lava cool down the surface of earth, we get the igneous rocks. Okay, this is the primary rock. Why it is called primary rock means this rock alone formed very first. That's why this rock is called as primary rock. So what is the another name of igneous rocks means? It's a primary rock. So igneous rocks we have two types. One is interigneous rocks and second one is extraigneous rocks that we discussed before itself. So this igneous rock divided into many particles. That particles called as sediments. Okay, so that particles is called as sediment due to various reasons. Due to weathering, because of rain and heat and moving water or moving ice. These are the reasons the igneous rocks divided into many particles. Okay, so that many particles called as sediments. So when these sediments settle down one place like a layer, that time we can get sedimentary rock. Okay, so because of the pressure of the sediments, we can get sedimentary rock. Okay, so when the sedimentary rock, the pressure of water, where we can have the sedimentary rock maximum more means the place of water content area. Okay, so the pressure of water and the down pressure of magma, we can get the sedimentary rock converted into metamorphic rock. Okay, so due to the pressure of water and heat. Okay, pressure of water and heat of magma, the sedimentary rock changed into metamorphic rock. So again this metamorphic rock due to the overheat of the earth. Okay, so overheat of the earth, again this metamorphic rock changed into magma. Okay, this is the routine process. How we inhale and exhale by nature, like that. These process also, it's a routine process. Okay, that's why this is called as a rock cycle. So all these things only we discussed this chapter. Okay, so we completed the second lesson of geography inside our earth. Okay, thank you.